Get your memory cards formatted on your computer first, not in the trail camera. I'm very happy with that. Worth the effort to keep the honest thieves out. Hopefully the tranny fluid's cooled. I gotta check the transmission fluid.
Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to format this card on my computer. So if you have a Mac, open this up. Alright, so we're going to go to search disk utility or find in preferences. There she be. You can see we're going to go to this camera or this card. I want to erase. I'm going to call it the new link, micro link. LTE, and I'm going to format it MS-DOS FAT, erase. It'll take me a hot minute. Click done to continue. We're going to go to SpyPoint's website, the website support, find my camera, the link micro LTE, firmware update, and I'm going to download that file. And once I've done that, I'm gonna dump what I downloaded on the card that's just been formatted. So this camera right here, I've already done the format, turned it on, and I believe it's taking pictures with a 1-minute delay. And I'll be able to log on here in a second and check. I got enough good cell phone service here. So, and obviously, like, I'll get a transmission plan with SpyPoint. They give you 100 photos free a month. If you're in an area where that's plenty, that's all you need. It's not a high deer density, not a high elk density area, and you can transmit those. If you need more than that, they have plans available worth like $5, and you can get X amount of HD downloads, so you can see like, oh, that looks like a big, well, I want to get a high def photo. You can, there's plans. So I'm just going to turn the camera on. Okay, and so the camera is on. The status light is a flashing green, so it's searching for a cell phone signal right now, which I live right by a cell phone tower. And it should be doing the firmware update as well. We got a flashing green, we got a good signal. And then when the upper light is flashing red for 30 seconds, it's preparing for a delay. I got the cell links so I can use any camera and make it a cell phone. I'm gonna get the firmware updated on those next, and it's just a process. Okay, so the Force 20 is on. It is not a cell phone trail camera. On to the next one, we got another cell link and a Force to get ready. Right here, so we're gonna do firmware update version 3. I'm gonna format, put it in, get the firmware, take this out, firmware update this card, and plug it in, get the time and the date and all the stuff I want, my settings, and then test it here in the test station. You hear that phone? Those are all pictures being sent to my phone right now. So we should be operating on all 4 cell phone trail cameras here. I'm pretty stoked. We're gonna take them outside in a second. I'll show you what it looks like on the app. All right, friends, firmware is updated. So we are testing all the cell phone trail cameras. That's a cell link, and that's an actual cell phone trail cam, and that's an actual cell phone trail cam. And so we're testing them right now before we go drive 10 hours and get these out. I've been over quite a few mountain ranges, taking the back roads, and I'm looking at doing some scouting for antelope and for elk. Not only elk for this year, but elk for next year. So what I'm trying to say is I set cameras out for places that maybe I don't even have a tag for that year, that I know I'll have one in the next year or two. And so that's what we're doing now. Hopefully I can get up here. I'm on a new road system. Worst case scenario, I gotta turn around and go back out and around, but I'm trying to find a new way into this spot. And I'm gonna put, if I can get in there, man, I'm gonna put at least 3 or 4 cameras. These are gonna be cameras that are just gonna be out for the entire year. So we're gonna be putting non-cell phone trail cams. There won't be
cell service here. These are gonna be cameras that I'm gonna climb up in trees, and I'm going to put a little attachment into the tree and screw the attachment into the camera, tilt it down. That's gonna deviate from the normal, put it out just 5 feet off the ground or at waist height and get them stolen. These are gonna be cameras that are gonna be out in areas that I'm not gonna hunt this year. And then when I get on the other side of the mountain, I'm gonna start tapping into my antelope country. Got some nice racing stripes on my truck. Worst road I've ever driven in Montana. How bad on this side? Pretty bad. It'll buff out, but I'm gonna have to actually buff it out. I got about an hour of daylight left, so I'll be hiking out in the dark. But the mission today is to get 2 trail cameras out down in this basin. I'm not gonna hunt here this year, so sorry Spy Point cameras, but I'm going to leave these for over a year. I need to hit tracking on my phone, so I'm gonna quit talking here. So there's a truck, I'm gonna drop out into this basin. I am packing some heat, there's a Glock in there. It is G-Bear country, and we're gonna go put some cameras out here for a full year soak. So I have lithium AA batteries, giant memory cards. I'm gonna put them on pinch points. I got 2 picked out. One's gonna be a travel corridor, the other's gonna be in a meadow on a wallow. So I got a haul buns. Here we go. Okay, so I'm running Onyx tracking because I'm gonna come out in the dark. I brought glass because there's a couple of giant meadows. We're in a drought year. Water's gonna be key. There's a couple water holes in here we're gonna get set up. That's gonna be our best chance to get not only inventory, but learn about these elk behavior. This is definitely an area where they rut. I'm not too worried about July and August. I'm worried about what goes on in September, and I won't be here. Dropped 1,500 vertical. I think we got about 30 minutes of daylight left. 2 wallows, about 500 yards apart. We're gonna get to those, get those cameras up, and then come out the bowl, and then we'll have to hike out to the truck. So we're gonna get back to the truck in the dark. Hopefully the tranny fluid's cooled. I gotta check the transmission fluid. I brought ATF. I got 2 bottles, because 2 is 1, right? Right, guys? Anyways, this is super fun to be scouting for next year. So this is kind of where I'm keying in on. Bed, 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 bed. We got a herd in here. Bed, bed. So the herd probably feeding here at night, taking a break from feeding, chilling, chewing cud. Bed, bed. There's a lot of elk in here. So we're gonna run lithium batteries, mosquito, plus a solar charger from Spy Point. This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna climb up this tree, and I'm gonna get it pointing down on that water. Okay, so we climbed a tree. Losing daylight. I'm very happy with that. Worth the effort to keep the honest thieves out. Now we're gonna stay out of the camera picture. We're gonna hook around in this dog leg to the right. And there's another good wallow there. Put the last camera, make it back to the truck. Hopefully the truck starts running again. I got a game trail coming out of that timber. And I got that wallow right there. We're probably gonna climb that tree. Got another bed. Got this great game trail. It's gonna be a great wallow. We're gonna go climb a tree. Okay, we've got the Forest Pro. We're good to go. Just checked everything. And we're gonna put it up there. Okay, we got that in. Pointing down. Good to go. Okay, I'm back on the ground, y'all. So we got that waller. And then, look at that. Now, I'm gonna hike out in the dark. I got about 5 minutes of daylight left. That's 2 cameras. I got about five more, I think, to put out. And that's gonna be tomorrow. So new hunters, seasoned veterans, think about what I just put my truck through, driving on the worst road I've ever driven, and I've driven some shitty roads by myself, away from my family, time away from my family, all the gas, all the energy, the money for the cameras, the cards, the little tree things that you can hook on, the energy to get here. What I'm saying is, it's more than just stealing someone's trail camera or taking their memory card out, or like, don't get jealous. You can put in the same amount of work and enjoy, you know, the benefits of having a better understanding of the animals in the country you're hunting. So please don't steal trail cameras. Put a lot of effort into it. A lot of things sacrificed. Last thing before we're out. Trail camology. Get your memory cards formatted on your computer first, not in the trail camera. Mac users, it's like I think it's called like a FAT32. Just go ahead and swipe that card. Then check your firmware update. Go to the website of the trail camera you bought. I go to Spy Point, downloaded the updated firmware, put it on a micro SD, open the zip file, put it on the card, put the card in the camera, turn the camera on, updates the firmware. Get a big card, 32, 64 gigs, lithium AA's. I got that Waller on not a very good delay, like a 1.5 minute delay. Sometimes I'll do 5-minute delays, just depends on the country. So that camera over there was on a 3-minute delay. And we'll just let them soak for a year. We'll walk away. All right, guys, I'm hiking out. See you tomorrow morning.
Just woke up. Let's go get some more trail cameras out.
Good morning. Got a couple more cameras to put out today. Drill motor. These cases are very slick for keeping honest thieves honest. And I'm gonna mess with flying a drone today. It's been a while, so I'm gonna get some practice there. Slept in the Taj Mahal last night. Pretty comfortable, not gonna lie, very convenient. I threw that up at about midnight. Got about 6 hours of sleep.
Good morning. Putting the first trail camera out right now. This is the rattlesnake village. I killed 6 rattlesnakes here last year and an antelope. So, and my dad missed the same buck that I did, a nice Popin young buck. So anyways, I'm gonna walk slow, wait to hear rattles. We got elk tracks right here and antelope tracks. I'm gonna flip this around. I'm gonna show you where the slide is. I'm gonna put a cell phone trail camera out and see what's up. You guys can see all the tracks here. These are deer tracks, antelope tracks. That's an elk track. We'll walk very cautiously. Let's see, where do they like to come over here? See the tracks? Holy Toledo, we got lots of antelope coming through here. This is all. So game on. So you got the micro link. What I'm gonna do is just turn this on. And then that green light's gonna flash. And when it's done flashing, you got signal. I know I got 4 or 5 bars right here, so we're gonna be in business. While that's going on, we're gonna put this up. Lockbox. Bring a drill motor, 2 4-inch screws, and the case. Let's see what our status is. Red light's on. If you can see that, that means 30-second delay. Camera's on. We're about 16 yards from this slide. Antelope will stage here and they're gonna cross. They're gonna come down this trail. I'm gonna get their picture taken somewhere right in here. Should be glorious. All right, guys, it's a drought year. 2021. Water's gonna be key. We gotta figure out where these antelope like to get water at this hole, where they like to drink nervously. And also take note, because this water is gonna just get smaller and smaller and smaller, especially by the time season gets here. So I keep these in the back of my truck, and I'm just gonna move some of the sage, clip a few little lanes here so my camera can get some shots. And I'm gonna try to camouflage the camera. Even though it's in a lockbox and screwed to a piece of sage, if somebody wanted it, they could easily steal it. But this water source is so clutch with the year, this may be where we have to hunt. Don't like sitting water, but I also don't like not eating antelope meat, so we'll do what we gotta do. Well, this trail camera, I got it brushed in pretty good. You can see it's right there over this water hole. And it's on a cell phone. It's got 4 bars. Should be getting some images here and hopefully not stolen. That's the plan. Okay, one more camera to put out. I did 2 for elk. Those are 1-year soakers last night. Got back to the truck in the dark, transmission fluid did okay. Drove the nasty road, put an antelope cam way higher than you'd ever think for some high alpine antelope bucks, and then camped, went to bed about midnight down in the valley. Gotten 2 cameras out over here, and I got 1 more spot, and we're gonna put that camera out and then we'll head home. And today's my anniversary, so Mrs. Staten, Mrs. Elkshape, I love you. And 12 years, cheers to more. Okay, so there's alfalfa right there, 300 yards out, and the antelope come from the desert and they use this trail. So we got a camera, cell phone, that Link Micro, right there. Pretty stinking cool. And then I'm gonna probably put a brush blind just 40, 50 yards over there. On this mission, we put the CELLULAR in Montana, climbed a tree over a nice pond. That's gonna be a 1-year soak most likely. And then about 300-400 yards from that camera, I found a wallow that I wanted to put a camera on. So I put the Force 20 on that one. Neither one of those are cell. Climbed a tree, pointed it down. And then in the middle of the night, I didn't get footage of it, but driving down the mountainside, I put 1 more camera out over water, and that could get antelope or elk. And then went to bed at midnight in the valley, woke up, and I put 3 cameras out, all cell phone, 1 over water, 1 over a slide, and then this one I just put in the desert in a grate, just to antelope have trails and they use them repeatedly, almost religiously. Saw 31 goats, didn't get any footage on them. They were on the alfalfa. That's private, we don't have access to it. It's actually leased out to an outfitter, so got 3 cams out for, actually 4 cameras out for antelope, 2 out for elk for a year soak. And I have a lot more cameras I'd like to get to my next spot, which is elk. But today's my anniversary, so I better get home. All right, this will continue on. Thanks for watching.